Hello blog readers, welcome to Mobilizing Students for Mission. My name is Tony Sheng and I'm recording this from the International Office of Space. Thank you for joining us today. This is one of our very first video casts and we're experimenting a little bit with this, and what I'd like to do today is highlight a few of the items that were highlighted in a recent post of mine called Packing List Extras. These are some items that I found that were very useful to have on a missions trip. I either had these or didn't have them on my recent trip to Cameroon, and I thought it might be useful to show you some of these items on video for some of our readers. So without further delay, let's get into it. The first item I have to show you today is what's called a headlamp. You'll see that it's better than a flashlight because you can put it on your head and turn it on. Oh, that's really bright, isn't it? And you have a hands-free. You have your hands free to do whatever you need to. So it's even better than a flashlight. This particular one is a black diamond headlamp. I've had this for a number of years. It runs you about 30 or 40 bucks at an outdoor sporting goods store. All right, next, the next thing I found that was really useful in not having, because I didn't have one, was a really good water bottle. This is an Nalgene water bottle, holds 32 ounces, and I actually did not bring one to Cameroon and found that I would have really liked to have had one. Now, some of you are going to be traveling to countries where you know you cannot drink the water, and even then it's okay to bring a water bottle, because many times, like what I found, is that you can get water from your host family who maybe has a filter set up in their house, so you can actually get water anytime. And if you have a water bottle, you can fill it up and take it with you on the go throughout the day. So really helpful to have that. The next item is I found these really cool book lamps at Target. You can see they've got this slow motion kind of thing, and it's an LED bulb, and it's got a clip down here, and really handy to have. And it's great on the plane because a lot of times those lights on the plane aren't really bright enough. So if you want to read or if you need a quick light, it's good to have. Speaking of electronics, always bring enough disposable batteries. What I think is a good idea is to use electronic devices that don't require rechargeable batteries, but use disposable batteries instead. You're not always going to be able to find a plug where you can recharge something from, right? And also electronic-wise, I always bring a flash drive. Okay, this is just a little USB plug on there, so in case you get to a computer, you can put some important documents on there, get to a computer either in an internet cafe or at your host family. That'll come in handy. Speaking of emergency documents, each one of our leaders carried a little recipe box. You can see this is mine because it's got my name on it. And inside this box, we would store copies of the whole team members' important documents. Copies of passports, copies of visas, copies of a shop record, copies of emergency contact information, and parental release forms. Okay, so at any time, any one of the leaders had one of these, whether we were out and about, and could pull all that information exactly when we needed it. All right, also, what I think is really good is to carry a first aid kit. I actually keep mine in this little red thing. It's got pills and Band-Aids and Neosporin and all that kind of stuff. What I didn't have in here, but luckily one of my leaders did have, was a thermometer. Now, a thermometer is really important. Even if you get a stomach bug, it's really important to be able to monitor body temperature with that. So if you can't bring a first aid kit, you can bring a nurse. That would be even better. And keeping it health-wise, we brought tons of this. This is just hand sanitizer. This is the Purell kind, and we use this like it was going out of style. Also, we brought a lot of hair stuff for little girls, you know, stuff that you give away, little hair clips and scrunchies and, you know, these little things. Of course, I have a whole ton of these around my house, but anyway, we bought a lot of those and gave those away. Next up, one of my personal favorites, one of the comforts of home is your own toilet paper. And so my wife, being the lovely wife that she is, wrapped up a whole mess of these little one-time use rolls of our own toilet paper and stuffed them in a bunch of Ziploc bags for me. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that they came in handy more than once. Finally on our list is bug spray. I hate wearing bug repellent, but this stuff was really good. I didn't mind it as much, and I didn't hardly get any mosquito bites the whole trip. This is an off-active spray, and it's a pump spray, and this was actually really good. You always want to look for the The active ingredient being DEET, D-E-E-T, over 10%, but not over 50%. If it's too much, it will give you a rash or burn your skin. If it's too little, it won't work. So that's about it for today. Those are the items that we highlighted on a previous blog post. Thought it would be fun for you guys to see it on video. And hopefully this will come in handy for you guys as you gather students to take them out of the safety of their own communities and church buildings to a world that desperately needs to hear who Jesus is and what he is all about. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.